The group started in 2017 with about 10 friends. Now we have, going into 2022, we have 299 members. So in total, since 2017, we've raised close to 1.6 million shekels. The group is set up to help families with emergency stopgap measures. So most of the time they're one-offs. That's not to say that we haven't helped families on a constant basis, on a more regular basis. As a matter of fact, just recently, this past week, a family that we were helping with food for about 2 or 3 months now, the father called me up and said that he has great news. He landed a new client, and he's able to be on his own, and he's expecting to be on the giving side very soon. So I consider that a big win. So we usually get somebody will come to me with a case, whether it be the local charity organizations or a friend of mine, or sometimes the family themselves. They'll come to me. Once I have all the facts and I'm comfortable with the fact that this family, they actually do need the money, they need help, there are children that need to be fed, there's rent that needs to be paid, and then we start gathering the story. There's always a story with these families. They have kids, they have a sick child, the parents are having trouble with their marriage, they're getting divorced, one of the parents is sick. So we build up a story, we try to get to know them intimately, and then I relay that story over to the members of the group, and the members of the group are very happy to give to a family that they feel like they know on a personal basis. This happened about 1.5 years ago, and there was a family that they really have a lot of problems. The family is really falling apart. The parents are about to get divorced, and the father is having a mental breakdown, and then he fell, and I'm gonna cry. To me it sounds, I guess, more emotional than it is, but the father fell and he broke a lot of his teeth, and because of that he really couldn't get a job. He went to a dentist, and the dentist was going to cost 34,000 shekels to fix his teeth. So I went to the group, and it was the biggest raise I've ever done on the group, and this is when I really understood the power of the group. And so I went on the group very nervously, and I asked for 34,000 shekels. I put on the group the story of the family, and within a minute, one of the members of the group messaged me privately and said, "Donny, I'll give 17,000 shekels, and you get the rest. I'll do half and get the group to match the money." So I was just like blown away that one person would be so generous. You have to understand about the group, like, it's about the families, we're helping the families, but it's about the members of the group. From my point of view, I sit behind my desk, and yes, I gather the information and the stories of the families, and it's horrible what these families are going through. But what gives me so much chizuk, and really the chizuk to go on with the group, is the people on the group that are so generous. And of the hundreds of families that we've helped, every time we do a raise, somebody else in the group steps up. So you have 299 members of the group, and every time there's somebody else that steps up in a big way, and it's just unbelievable because they don't communicate with each other. Nobody in the group communicates with each other. Only I get to see what goes on. So it's just inspiring to see how the generosity and the care that other Jews can have for families that are struggling. So it actually goes back a lot further than one might think. Many years ago out of college, I was an accountant. And one day, there was one other frum guy in the office, and he comes running over to me. And we used to do lunch every day together, go to Mincha every day together. And he was actually on a higher level in the office than me. And one day he comes over to me, he goes, "Donny, I need $2,000 to pay my electric bill, or my electricity is going to get turned off." And I was just like, whoa. I would never have thought somebody who has a job and a family, like, they could be in such a situation. I said, "I don't really have the money to help you, but let me see what I could do." And this is going back 20 something years ago. We didn't have WhatsApp. There was no smartphones. I went on there was a community shul Yahoo group. I went on the Yahoo group, and I said, "Struggling family needs $2,000 to pay their electric bill." Minutes later, out of nowhere, I get a random email from some woman who I have no idea who she is. To this day, I have no idea who she is. I wish I did. And she goes, what's your address? I'm dropping an envelope with $2,000 cash by your door to pay for this family's electric bill. I was blown away. So that got stored in the back of my head. 2017, I'm on a bus back from Jerusalem, and I see on Facebook a message. A woman put on the group that she has no money for food for Shabbos. And immediately it clicked. People want to give. This woman who gave the $2,000 to pay this family's electric bill, she just wanted to give. And I gave her the opportunity to give. So right away when I saw this woman asking for food for Shabbos, I contacted my friends and said, hey, let's get together and get her some money for food for Shabbos. And that was the first case that we ever did on the Mitzvah Opportunity Group. And it just snowballed into what we have today. Hence the name Mitzvah Opportunity. It's a chesed group, but I'm constantly getting messages from people saying to me, thank you for giving me the Mitzvah Opportunity. So that's hence the name. The feeling I get when I help a family is, when you giving, life is all about giving, and it's meaningful, and everybody wants to lead a meaningful life. So I help families, and it adds meaning to my life, and by helping other people, I'm helping them have food on the table. Not me, the group. The group is helping them have food. It's helping them keep a roof over their head. It's helping them pay for that medical procedure. But it's the greatest feeling in the world when you are the one facilitating these families getting something that they otherwise would not be able to get. The truth is, it's a WhatsApp group, and I like to keep it simple, and I like to keep it intimate. I know all the people in the group, 299 people in the group. I feel like I know them, even though most of them we've never met personally. We almost I feel like they're my family, and I don't want to lose that intimacy with the members of the group. But I know that there's so much more that that could be done with this group. And really, my dream, and I talk about this all the time, is to have multiple Mitzvah Opportunity groups. Just recently, somebody reached out to me from Canada. They want to create, and they did create, they just haven't taken it to the next level yet. They want to create a Mitzvah Opportunity group focusing on families in Canada. To me, that's just a dream come true. So the goal, where do I see this in the future, is there being people having their own Mitzvah Opportunity groups. I really just want to be machazek people to step out of their comfort zone, to step out of their box and think about their neighbors, think about their friends, think about their family who are in need, and don't think to themselves, I can get somebody else to help them, or somebody else is going to help them. Each one of us has the ability to help your friends, your family, your neighbors. Each one of us can create our own Mitzvah Opportunity group. Will it have 300 people on it? Will it have 500 people on it? Maybe it'll only have 5 or 10, but maybe that's all you need. But at the end of the day, always look for Mitzvah opportunities. Anybody who's able to give is considered a giver. And we should all have the bracha of always being on the giving side. People are always sending me that message on the group, members of the group. You should always be zochet to be on the giving side. And the donors and anybody who gives to any tzedakah organization should continue to be on the giving side. And like I said earlier, just don't be afraid to step out of the box and create your own Mitzvah Opportunity Network. And then to the people who are not on the giving side, I want to say to them, don't lose hope. I could tell you, out of the hundreds of families that we've helped, quite a few have come to the giving side. And if they haven't, that's their goal, and they keep striving, they don't give up. The level of bitachon and emunah that I've seen in these families that they have to take. They're not comfortable taking. But you know what? I also want to say to them, it's okay to take. I think that's also a lesson that I've learned here, is that if you need, don't be afraid to ask. Because Baruch Hashem, the Jewish network is incredible. Hashem put us here, and we want to do mitzvahs, we want to have opportunity. So if you need, don't be afraid to ask. If you have what to give, don't be afraid to offer.